Taiwan Strait, just 130 kilometers wide, has become the most dangerous flashpoint on Earth. Every major Indo-Pacific assessment now ranks it as the conflict zone most likely to reshape the 21st century. U.S. Indo-Pacific Command warns that any conflict over Taiwan will begin or be decided at sea. And it's easy to understand why. Whoever controls the waters around Taiwan controls the tempo of the war, the flow of supplies, the success or failure of an invasion, and ultimately, the political fate of the island itself. That is why the question is so critical. How does Taiwan's small but high-tech asymmetric navy compare to China's massive and rapidly expanding fleet? And can Taiwan survive long enough at sea to deter a blockade or hold out until allies intervene? Taiwan's goals could not be more different. The island's navy isn't designed for sea control. It is built for survival. Former Taiwan Navy Admiral Li Shiming summarized it best. "We cannot fight for sea control. We fight to deny it." The Taiwanese doctrine centers on the Porcupine strategy. Hit fast, hide fast, and stay alive. Taiwan's entire defense plan is to inflict early, shocking losses on Chinese forces long enough to buy time, 7 to 14 days according to wargame projections, until US and Japanese forces can join the fight. This is why Taiwan invests heavily in mobile anti-ship missile brigades, stealthy high-speed corvettes, coastal radar networks, and ambush-oriented tactics tailored for narrow, chaotic waters. Comparing the two fleets reveals a dramatic imbalance in scale. China now fields more than 370 warships, including over 50 Type 052D destroyers, 42-plus Type 054A-B frigates, 80 corvettes, 65 submarines, and 3 aircraft carriers. It is, by hull count, larger even than the United States Navy. Taiwan, by contrast, operates only about 26 major surface combatants, 4 frigates, 10 Tuo Chiang class missile corvettes, dozens of missile patrol boats, and 2 operational submarines, one of which is the new indigenous defense submarine. This is not a navy built to roam the oceans. It is a navy built to survive the opening barrage of a superpower invasion. But strength at sea is not only about numbers, it is about mission design and tactical purpose. China's navy relies on missile saturation, mast formations, and long-range kill chains supported by satellites, drones, and over-the-horizon radar. The YJ-18 missile, for instance, has a range of over 500 kilometers and accelerates to Mach 3 in its terminal phase. The YJ-12, another PLA-N missile, is one of the fastest ship killers in existence. China's advantage in firepower is real and immense. Yet Taiwan's strengths are uniquely suited to the geography of the strait. The Tuo Chiang class corvettes, often called Taiwan's mini Aegis destroyers, are small, stealthy, and incredibly fast, reaching speeds up to 90 kilometers per hour. They carry up to 16 anti-ship missiles and are designed to ambush larger Chinese ships that cannot maneuver as effectively in shallow waters. Taiwan's HF-3 missile, with a range of about 400 kilometers and speeds over Mach 3, is specifically engineered to crack open large PLA-N vessels, including destroyers and even carriers if they venture too close. Crew quality also matters. U.S. 7th Fleet officers who regularly train with Taiwan describe its naval crews as well-trained and tactically sharp, whereas China faces challenges in experience and command flexibility. The PLA-N has participated in long-range escort missions in the Gulf of Aden, proving its endurance, but it has never fought a modern naval war. Taiwan, meanwhile, trains constantly for the specific geography, weather, and tactical environment of its home waters. Submarines may be the most decisive platform. China has more than 65 submarines, including nuclear-powered attack subs and ballistic missile subs. However, many of these boats are still noisier than their Western and Japanese counterparts, and older SSNs in particular remain detectable in contested waters. Taiwan's submarines, despite their small number, have a stealth advantage in the shallow, unpredictable waters of the strait. RAND simulations show that Taiwan subs have a significant chance to ambush early waves of a Chinese invasion fleet, inflicting heavy losses before being hunted down. Geography itself is one of Taiwan's strongest allies. The Taiwan Strait is one of the harshest naval environments in the world, shallow, turbulent, and unpredictable. The average depth is only about 60 meters, making submarine operations dangerous for large Chinese vessels. Strong currents and rough seas prevail for more than half the year. The U.S. Office of Naval Intelligence has stated plainly that the Taiwan Strait is one of the worst environments for China's large warships. This forces the plan into unfavorable conditions while giving Taiwan's fast, small, agile ships a major tactical advantage. But geography also helps China. Its fleet operates just across the strait, meaning short reinforcement times, dense air support, and unbroken logistical supply lines. When analysts simulate real combat scenarios, the outcomes vary dramatically depending on the mission. In a small-scale naval skirmish near Taiwan, most models show Taiwan winning the first round due to ambush tactics and missile lethality. In a large fleet battle farther from shore, China wins through sheer numbers and saturation strikes. In a blockade scenario, China's advantages become overwhelming. It has the ships, submarines, and aircraft to choke off Taiwan's trade routes. But in an amphibious landing, China faces enormous risk. RAND's 2024 war game shows China losing 7 to 14 major ships in the first 48 hours of a landing attempt. The single biggest variable, however, is the alliance factor. With US and Japanese intervention, the entire equation transforms. America brings 66 nuclear submarines, 11 aircraft carriers, and unmatched ISR capabilities. Japan adds 22 world-class submarines positioned directly beside Taiwan's northern flank. Radar stations in Yonaguni can detect Chinese ships before Taiwanese sensors can. U.S. war games suggest that with Allied intervention, Taiwan's survival chances rise from 10 to 15% to 55 to 70%. Without allies, Taiwan cannot win. With allies, China cannot win quickly. So whose navy is stronger? China's, unquestionably, in size, firepower, blockade capability, and blue water projection. But Taiwan's navy dominates the environment that matters most, the narrow, chaotic, lethal waters of its own strait. China controls the open ocean. Taiwan controls its coastal kill zone. And as one U.S. Indo-Pacific commander said in 2025, Taiwan cannot win alone, but China cannot win quickly. In that truth lies the fragile balance of the Indo-Pacific.